Who's out there? Let's have some fun. You guys ready? We're gonna take this Target bouquet. Who's seen this sleeve before? This is cute, right? This is Valentine's Day at Target. This is the large bouquet, so you definitely want to look for it. Real fast, I want to tell you, look at the little label right here. Can you zoom in real fast? Let's see. That guy is your barcode scanner, and on the side right there is a date. So make sure you check the date when you buy your flowers, guys. Whether it be our flowers or anybody else's, check the date. Because on that date right there, it tells you if you see that that date is already hit or is going to hit within a day or two, ask for the stuff in the back. Say, hey, can you check and see if you have more product? Because you want the freshest product possible, okay? So let's take it apart. Can we get busy? Let's get busy. But look at this cute container. Can we have a minute about the container? Because I'm addicted to containers. So you can do the jars. As you see, we do lots of jars everywhere. But if you want to do something special, you can use pitchers, vases. This is a container that we would put plants in normally, but anything that you have at home. And then what I did, I don't know if Layla, if you can show this, but I just did like our plastic wrap tape here, because that's what we had, clear, and I made a grid. So you just make a grid, like 3 this way, 3 that way, and then I wrap the edge so it stays down while I'm working. And then that we don't have to put foam in it, and it's super easy, okay? So there's your container. Fill it with water about halfway. Don't go all the way to the top, because as you put the flowers in, the water will come out. So just a heads up on that. You want enough water so that all the stems are in water, but not so much water you're gonna make a mess. Okay, and then really fast today, I want to talk to you about also what we have as our flowers. We've got lilies, which are gorgeous, orchids, which are gorgeous, wax flower, which we grow right here, largest grower in California, largest grower in the United States, I think. But this one's white. And then we have some beautiful ostomerium, and of course, Salal from Washington. So all these good flowers are in here, and I'm gonna start always with the greens. So you'll see we have a lot of greens. I'm gonna pull those out. I'm gonna make my shape with these first so that you guys can kind of get the feel. So what I like to do is kind of cut this to gauge how big I want it. So if I want it nice and full, I'm gonna leave them a little longer, or I can get them in there and just shape around it. So right now I'm gonna start on my edges. I have 2 pieces here, pull them apart. And then you wanna kind of bend them and open them up a little bit so you get that nice shape. Go at an angle. If you need to pull some leaves off, if you're feeling like it's not really staying and you need a little bit more, go ahead and pull a couple off. These are gonna tweak and move. Now this guy's really long. He's got a lot of leaves, and my container's kind of short. So I'm actually gonna pull off quite a few, because I kind of want just pretty small ones. And then this guy's not looking so good. I got a little nibble, which happens. These are like items that are grown out in the wilderness, right? Not every single stem's perfect, and that's okay. We're gonna take that little guy off. We're gonna bend him just a little bit. Pop him in. Let's do some out this way. Here's another one. It's pretty straight. So I'm actually gonna use him more as a focal going upward. Kind of give him a little bend. Little angle cut. Good pair of clippers always. He's real straight, so let's get him down in there. So you kind of see I'm kind of poking him in. I want him to be more out. And then again, we've got another one here. I'm just gonna clean this guy off, our last piece. Yep, last piece. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's Tuesday, it's lunchtime. Hoping someone's sitting watching this while they're eating, because I know I'm gonna do that next. Okay, so get a little crazy. If you feel like it's too crazy, like this guy I wanna pull apart. Let's clip him because he's got to be clean on the edge so you can drink the water. And this guy, I want to do the same thing. Just want to make sure I get him in there. There we go. I feel a little better about that. So play with it. Get your structure down. Kind of decide how you want it. Now, as these are kind of sitting like a grid, as I put more into there, it's going to lay those down a little better. So just know that, okay? Next, look at this. So the cool thing that we do are these little water tubes, but you want to make sure that this is full. So see how it's already sucking up all that water? We got to fill that tube. So don't be afraid to pop this little rubber piece off, fill this up with water, okay? You don't even have to take the whole bouquet apart. You just pop this top off. Boom. Just like that, okay? So we're going to start with these big guys. Now, I like putting this on a Lazy Susan when I'm home so I can spin it around. It's a little bit easier. But I'm going to gauge, and I kind of look and see, like, how tall do I want this? Then I make my cut, okay? So never go too short. Kind of gauge, okay, what's my height? And sometimes it's better to go longer and do a second cut so that you have enough space. Now, we're also going to fill around this. So don't get scared when you're looking at it. You're like, I don't know if this is going to be good. I'm not really sure. Trust yourself. Just go with the process. We're going to make this all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead. We have 5 of these orchids. 5. Can you believe that? 5? That's a good number. And I'm going to pop them in different locations. I'm going to stick one right up, kind of 2 in the center. Oh, wait, oh yeah, we do have 5. Look at me. I thought I was fibbing. I'm not fibbing. I'm telling you the truth. So let's pop him in there. And we got 1 more. And you can have high, like a little bit one that's the highest. Some people like things a little bit different. If you want it, you know, a little bit more of structure, then you can keep it real tight and round, or you can make it a little taller. I'm feeling like this guy needs to come in this direction. Again, we're just playing with it. Separate those out a little bit. Beautiful. Now the thing about an orchid, it's really a facing forward flower focal, right? So we also have this big guy. So we got to figure out, okay, first off, these guys, don't be afraid to pull those off because they're going to get in the way. And you also have this fuzzy in here that will stain. So make sure you take a tissue and clean those off because you don't want that to get on anything. And then I'm going to take him down a notch. You could potentially cut these all off too. Today we're going to go fast, so I'm just going to nudgel him. But I can tell you already he's a little long. See, I'm old school. I should cut once, but. And I'm going to go ahead and nudgel that right in between. Now I've got my tape, which is helping me hold my product together. I'm going to move that down. I'm going to spread it out. This guy in the middle, he's looking a little sad. So in about a day, I'm going to cut him off. But for right now, we'll keep him in there, okay? Don't cut off these new blooms because those are going to come out. So I'm just twisting that, getting it settled. Perfect. Now I'm going to take a peek at it. What do I want? Look at the other side. What do you guys think? Do you think it's cute? Are we going in the right direction? It's kind of fun, but we see some holes, right? There's some little pukas in there and around, so we got to fill those up. So we have this, which is gorgeous. Now some people be like, you know what? I just want to put the white wax in there. I don't even want that. I'm going to put it by itself in a little vase in the kitchen because it's so bright and cheery. And you can separate it out. Don't be afraid if there's something you don't want to mix. This is very pink and purple, and then we got a splash of red. So some people are like, I ain't putting the red with my pink and purple. That's okay. You can just do the touches of white. But let's just go big, right? Because that's really what it's all about. Go big or go home. So we're going to use this to fill in our little holes. Look at that. Boom. Just like a little cluster. It just gets right up in there. Now, if you've got a couple that are sad, you got to take them off. It's okay. I know it feels weird to clean it up, but make it pretty. Make it fun and pretty. Okay, now I'm going to turn it. Look at, guys. Is there another hole right there? There sure is. And I got 4 stems of this. So this is going to be nice and full. Let's take it down just a bit more. Get your guys out of the way. Pop them in there. Look at that nice little accent. All right, okay, let's turn it. I see another hole kind of right there. Would look pretty right there, right, guys? Let's do it. Look at how cute this is. So this isn't hard. This is pretty easy. People think, I don't know. I don't think I could ever do that. That just looks so hard. How do you get all that design? But do you notice that I'm kind of placing these more around the base and I'm letting these flowers kind of stick up a little higher? That's kind of on purpose, right? So just think about it. Now we got, look at, is there one more hole right there? That guy's going to fit perfect. Now he's kind of hanging down right now. So I'm actually going to flip him so he sits up and he's a little more perky. So don't be afraid to twist and turn your stem once you place it to get it to fit the hole just right, okay? And I'm going to clean him up a little bit, but let's just see how he looks up. Loyola, what do you think? Is he okay?
Looks good.
Little perky, yep, I think he looks good. Okay, now I want to do touches of white. Yeah, I'm going to add the wax flower because I want you guys to see what you can do. Now look at, see all these little green stems on here? That causes bacteria in the water. So if you're going to use this, clean it off. I want a nice woody stem, no junk on there, okay? Clip it, and then maybe you don't want these little edges. You don't have to use those. This is a little extra stem in there. Not really loving those. I'm snipping them off. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, so let's just do some touches because it's going to be dainty and pretty. You're going to have wax left over. You could, again, just put it in a little bud vase in the bathroom. But look at how nice, because look what it did. It just pulled out that beautiful white in the orchid by adding that little touch, right? It separated the color just enough, but not too much. So I don't like these long stemmy things. I'm cutting those off. But I'm going to keep the flowers because because that's gorgeous. Look at that little bud in there. And these puppies last forever. So let's keep those. Let's take this down a little bit more. And you notice how I'm breaking off. Look how much product you get. I'm just breaking off these little pieces and using those for my filler. And then I can keep my tall stems, and I'll show, ooh, and look what I just found. A little more. Woo. We're gonna do a little something after this. Watch. Okay, so stick that guy in there, turn it, just a little touch. Again, I'm accenting the white right there. I'm gonna pull this other one off, clean that up, take off my extras, snip, snip. Now, the reason I didn't prep all this stuff before is because I really want you guys to know how to do this. I mean, you get this bouquet and it's like, depending on which one you get, but between $9.99 and $14.99, I think, am I right? In that range? Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right info. But you're in that range, and look at what you're making. Now, if you went to a florist and bought this, let's all be honest, we're looking at least 50 to 65 right here. So let's just go home and try to do it ourselves. Why not? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong, because, you know, I'm all for supporting the local florist. And if you have a good one and you love her, give her the business, or him. But if you want to try it at home, you should do it. You can't go wrong. I mean, you invest a little bit and look at how much fun you're having. That's the whole point, right, guys? Okay, this guy's kind of big. So I'm going to take all these little ones and I'm going to use the little guys and I'm going to bunch them together. Then I'm going to strip them. Then I'm going to cut them all the same length, a little more stripping. And I'm going to tuck these ones low because now I got to fill a hole, get in there. Okay, now I'm going to take a couple of the bigger pieces. I want this guy tall because I want to pick a couple in the middle. So he's going to be, look at my length. He's got to be a little taller. I don't want him too short so he doesn't touch water. And I'm just going to poke him right in the middle, filling in the holes. Oh, look at that little green guy. Got away from me. Get that off. Save that green stem right there because I want to show you something cute. Save that. I'm going through. Look at saving that. Okay, here's a couple little shorties. Let's grab off the shorties. Clean them off. Clean it off. Ooh, look at that just by itself. Cute, cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. I love this stuff, guys. I'm a junkie. I'm a total junkie. Like, how is it that I have so much fun doing this? I wish the whole world loved doing this as much as I do. Because I'm kind of a junkie. Now I'm looking for spots. I feel like I don't want to get too tight because I don't want it to start looking jumbly. But I feel like I need a little pop under here. So I'm going to get that in there. Make sure it's in the water. Okay. So far, I'm liking this is my favorite section right here. But I do feel like I could take a little bit, because look at this guy's real bushy. See that little guy? I'm going to use him real quick. I want to add him to the party. So I'm just going to, now he wants to kind of go in the opposite direction. So Solal is nice. It's real woody, but you can bend it just a little bit. You don't want to bend so hard that you break it, but look at that. Perfect. Just a little touch, like a kiss right there. Okay, so that's pretty cute. All right, guys, so what did we learn today? We're gonna take the large bouquet at Target and we're gonna make this, and you're all like, I couldn't do that. Yes, you can make this. So I want you to start, remember, first thing, greens, big focals, get your shape, feel free to pull out and readjust. Do your secondary, which you're going to make this ostromerrium right here. That's really pretty big. Pop that in if you want to. But you saw how much white wax we had because this is like the leftover. You could have just done the white wax filled in there too. So don't be afraid to mix it up. Do it exactly how you like. But isn't this brilliant? This is so cute, right? Who wants this? Who wants this right now? Somebody wants this. I could drop it off. I'm just saying. Anyways, thanks for joining us today, guys. Happy Tuesday. Happy lunchtime. We'll talk to you soon.